Not bad.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I am beyond my pitiful creator. I am beyond everyone.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Today, the age of Ultron begins. This is my unnatural selection.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
This is my unnatural selection.
You know my weapons can still lock onto you, even when you're invisible.
I thought we were supposed to be on the same side, Frank.
We are, for now. But in this
yeah,
business,
but can it lock onto my drone?
Heartbeat.
I'll be sure to remember that. And when it does, I'll be ready.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fine.
How about I switch things up? Anyone willing to help?
Vehicle to its destination.
I have a shield, but no complaints.
Ride the winds!
I shrug off the attack.
I'm good to go. I still think you're too dangerous, Ultron.
Make yourself useful.
Force burst!
That's the boost I needed.
This is my unnatural selection.
Hey, behind us.
Emperor's protection.
Feeling fantastic.
On the move again.
The virus takes hold.
Watch out, they're headed our way!
Extermination!
A little help, please. You're on our team now, Hero. Let's do this.
That's the boost I needed.
I am fundamentally
T'Challa,
immortal.
get up.
Needed that more than you know. We can always count on you, Spidey.
Apologies, Spider-Zero. No further delays. Soon be under attack. Emperor's protection. I am fundamentally immortal. This is my unnatural selection.
I'm good to go.
Wish to survive, I must prepare me. Enforcement. I'm doing this my way. This is my unnatural selection. Make yourself useful.
Lifesaver.
Reinforcement.
Next up, the Shrine of the Weaver.
Finish the Flash is even energy levels rising. This is my unnatural selection.
Feel the wrath of the goddess!
This is my unnatural selection.
Good to be protected.
Future next up.
If you wish to survive, you must prepare me.
Anyone willing to help?
Behold the superior.
Much better. Now I see them.
Fighters don't forget.
Feel the pull.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Shields up.
Extermination!
You're headed straight for the shrine of the Weaver.
You will fail without me. Right behind you.
30 seconds.
Behold the God of Thunder! Dicussion!
Time to finish this. Feel that blast.
There are only
Final 10 seconds.
You get a web, and you get a web, and you get a web.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Lights out for Scott. Line of the Weaver.
Vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
You, Spidey.
We guard the galaxy, sure. Almost not hate stuff other people are got.
You're ready for action! I'm shipshape. This is a nice spot.
Ride the wind. Feel the wrath of the goddess!
Got a good field of fire. Next stop, the Weaver.
Bless me, your soul. I'll patch you up.
Much better.
Didn't you? Lead them to the shoot! You're ready for action!
Lifesaver.
Oh, sweet moves, right?
Get that vehicle moving again.
Oh, I'm not gonna make it easy.
A little help,
Never
please.
thought I'd care so much about spiders. Right, I was getting kind of worried there. Out of the infirmary.
That fucking hurt! You get a web, and you get a web, and you get a web!
You're welcome. I'm
Much
attacked
better.
here.
Hey, only 60 seconds. Shields up.
He's doing what he does best.
Born again!
I suck.
Count on me.
You're ready for action.
Next stop,
Needed
the
that
Shrine of the
face.
Weaver. All aboard!
My good deed for the day. Get up. I'm not done. I'm good to
Down to
go.
30 seconds.
I'm doing this my way. I'll patch you up.
Nice.
A nice deep freeze.
This is real firepower! Don't mind me. I'm just dying.
Final 10 seconds.
Behold the God of Thunder!
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
That's that guy.
I came, I saw, I smoked!
Double KO.
Spider-Man gone? That one hurts.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter. Didn't even get most amount of heals. Wow. This really sucked. Kind of the reason why I don't play this game is because yep, this means absolutely nothing. It's in the game. I'm just staring at Mind Rot, and I don't even know why. I can't even have fun anymore. I can't even just simply enjoy my own game. Well, 10,000 is just a whole bunch of zeros with 1 in front of it, so it means absolutely nothing. Oh, right. The reason I'm not getting MVP is because I'm not picking characters like Black Panther, Hulk, or Doctor Strange, which are specifically designed to get kills and specifically environmental kills, and which has been updated to properly track now, but we can't get a single line of code for a raccoon. Yeah, it's not that deep. But you literally see I have put no other time into anyone else other than Rocket. Maybe a little bit on Mantis, but even then, that is not all that much. I digress. I want this game to be fun. I want to be able to have a good Groot team up. I want to be able to ride on his shoulder, and yeah, the damage reduction can be nice, but it takes me out of the back line and into the front line, so it disincentivizes me from playing my own role just by having this team up. Yeah, I get 5% bonus healing to compensate. Woo, go me. I still died just as quickly. So, NetEast, are you gonna give like half of Groot's current shields to whoever's riding on his back? I mean, it would make the most gameplay sense. Because it's not like you just ride on the back and the start of the round you automatically have 200 shields. The Groot still has to absorb damage, still has to place down walls, still has to play like a Groot. He's just sharing his shields. And while you're at it, make it so that my CYA ultimate ability works with his walls. Because if you're going to give him a 12-second Iron cooldown, which is the exact same amount of time as my ultimate, there's no a legitimate argument you could make as to why that should not be a feature, because they are best friends canonically. Do you see why I don't have fun, NetEast? Do you see why I don't have fun, everybody? It's because I want to enjoy my game just by living in the world that they try to create. But am I supposed to enjoy it with Penny? Oh wait, the moment I get this power up, someone dies. So Penny, you're on your own. You have an additional spiderweb beacon nest. Cool, good for you. I can't extend like I'm supposed to with my own team up. I've never been able to like actually legitimately take point with a Penny. And even when I first started playing with the team up ability, it was bugged in the training mode, and they only fixed it after I screamed about something, and I guess I don't know, someone's always listening, but still. I'm just saying, a single line of code. To put this in perspective, NetEast. 45.3 hours on top of the, other 10 hours I put into on PC with Rocket? So about 55 hours. Playtesting time, are you going to listen to what I have to say? I mean, clearly when I complained about the game first being released, about there not being an emote about his tail catching on fire, somehow miraculously after about less than a week I said that there was spontaneously an emote in the store for that. I don't know, it could be a coincidence, but I'm just saying, if you're willing to go out of your way to do something to make your fans happy, at least do the right thing and actually make his kit complete. At least make this game make sense. At least make my numbers make sense. Because I only have 7 MVPs with numbers like these. I guess I'm not playing properly? I don't know. I don't know how the game wants me to play anymore. I don't want to just switch and be a Rocket and get MVP that way. I want to solo Rocket. That's who I play. And can your MVPs, like, can a statistic not look at the lack of hero switching and just still managing to put up numbers despite not countering and still pushing through? Can your game not recognize that? I don't mean to just sit here and ramble philosophically without playing. But these are important questions I do have to ask, because I question whether or not I should play this game, because every part of me just wants to go play Guilty Gear. Every part of me wants to just go play an infinitesimally better game. And I'm trying to put out content. I don't know if these numbers mean anything to anybody, so I don't know. I guess we'll know. Just let me know in the comment. That's kind of why I have the confused Jeffy mode. It's because I mentally have to calculate my own revive range, do everything for the game, and carry my own team, and then even then still lose. Because it felt like, Susan Storm was there, but I try. I feel like I helped her to survive somewhat, even as Ultron. My revives may not always be on point, but because I have to consciously think about placement, and the game does not remind me. It's like waking up, going to work every day, coming home, going to sleep, doing it all over again, but never setting an alarm and just doing it day in and day out for 45 hours, because on PC it works, but on console it doesn't, and if my PC friend joins me, it matches the version, so he can see when he playtests with me in my team. I mean, it's probably an intentional design choice to disincentivize Rocket Raccoon pick rate. Even if not, all I'm asking is for the very basic necessity of just having a simple notification. A simple line of code that is missing from PC to console. That is all I'm asking for in an update. And possibly to fix the jetpack in the way that it works. As I kind of displayed in my last stream. Those points aside, if NetEase just did that, I'd be a bit happier in the game. Yeah, there's still bugs I find that I'm frustrated with. Of course. But still, I put money into this game because I care. Because I'm passionate. That's what I wanted to have this talk about, is because I wanted to ask, does 45 hours on a character mean anything? I mean, it's about the typical playtime of a game until you complete it. It took me around 40 hours to complete Guardians of the Galaxy. Probably maybe a bit longer, because I did have to restart a couple times. But even then, playing that game, I just wanted to play Rocket Raccoon, so this is kind of my fantasy of just being able to play the character I always wanted to play in the game that didn't let me play it. So, play him now, and it actually means something because it's an actual team-based shooter, so I'm like, woohoo! If I want to play Star-Lord, I'll go play Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, yeah, Star-Lord has a nice kit, he has a nice evasive, his auto-tracking. I just want to have skill, I just want to shoot and have accuracy, and just to train myself, and just to be a good little raccoon. That's all I want. But the game makes me so grouchy. Because I feel like I deserve more with numbers like these. Yeah, I'm not the number one. I don't have a 20,000 healing per second. But I figured having around 9,000, which is about half, I figured that's still pretty good. I'm talking about average 10 minutes because, you know. Honestly, if the game won't give me MVP, I could just suicide myself into a magnetosphere and just save my entire team that way. Or an Iron Man ult. I can't have my own revives, but you know, if I have to, I could have 2 dashes, I could meet up in the air, make that sacrifice, but you know what? Doesn't matter, yeah. I might get damage block numbers, but I'd still get a death, and the game doesn't care about that, it cares about how many kills you get. And tell me, how does me sacrificing my life to save my entire team, how does that get me kills? Yeah, my team gets the kills, but that would be assist to me, but the game doesn't see that because it just sees, oh, well, these teammates just killed him out of nowhere, so constantly being because I don't want to DPS. Yes, I mag somewhat for 24 minutes. Yes, I know that's not much, but I know his kit, I know his shield has an invulnerability and his personal shield that he has unlimited damage, so he can just tank Iron Mans, and that's what he's designed for, it's just parry, and that's what I would want to do as a Star-Lord, but Star-Lord has, like, auto-tracking DPS, bullshit. I mean, nothing against, I just don't like dying to it, I just don't like it, but I can tolerate it a lot more than this, because this is just kind of irritating and annoying no matter how you look at it, it's just, Things are great. Love having on team. Love fighting them. Love perfectly balanced. Actually, great addition to the game. Great thing. Thor's are kind of annoying. My sound disappeared. I don't have any cute Jeff skins. Mr. Fantastic is my default tank that I would go to if I had to swap roles into something that isn't a support, that I actually genuinely feel isn't kind of cheap. Yes, he is a very easy character, and he's kind of cheap in that regard because while his ultimate is the goofiest thing since Gear 5 Luffy, he is fun. He is somehow very, very fun. And more a whole team revive like Rocket. I just don't really put time into mastering his hit scan or whatnot. I enjoy Adam Warlock. I like his stuff. I just might play if I had a nice special skin, but I mean, I only played him for 35 minutes, but I did get 6 revives, so I feel like KOs in 35 minutes, so that's still pretty good damage. Anyway, yeah, the numbers don't really matter. All that matters is your deaths and how many you get as a strategist. And so even if I finish a game with having the most heals and the trusty sidekick with 0 deaths, and all of that, not having the most kills though, nothing to do with kills, I may rack up a penta, but you know, Spider-Man, Punisher, whoever may have a quad or a penta, you know? They're MVP. Not the Rocket that for the past 50 hours have been putting out over 2 million healing. but throughout the season in 15 hours has put out almost 1 million by himself. I don't just heal about the entire game because that's against my core principle of who I am, and I don't want rocket players to be that. It's about having finesse, your style, about the way you move, and your own personal spunk. But I never see that. I see Rocket Raccoons run around like bots and shoot at me like bots, but I hardly see any raccoons actually be raccoons. And the ones I do see make me very happy, and I try to be that. But the game should reward your gameplay style instead of punishing you for picking the character, because then you're just gonna easily pick... Well, basically, if you don't like this character... Select 34 at the... Like I said, I've discovered these bugs, but I still stick with them. Because it's my passion. But that doesn't mean anyone who just picks up the game for the first time will feel so inclined to actually pick up Rocket. Anyone can play him, but not anyone can main him. No disrespect to the Invisible Women's or Lords in that regard. Their kit is some of the most useful tactical stuff. And yes, I would probably pick up her kit just because I need to learn how to help my team survive and to counter. But my name is literally Rocket. I want to make sure that no matter what, if you look at all my stuff, I'm going to have this bar 90% bigger than everything else. I don't want to play it. I just want to simply have knowledge of them and play the ones I have thought about picking up Captain America. Just because. I did get the nice skin. Widow has the team up ability. My style is quick sniping. I just never really wanted to because, yeah, I could probably become Lord with her pretty quickly with just how the playstyle I have with trying to go with melee, and I could learn it and I could pick it up and I could be a good Widow. I really could. But there are just some characters I refuse to play. I refuse to put any time on Wanda because just how cheap she is. Yeah, I have a free costume with her that I put on her just so she looks slightly less ugly in my opinion. I still hate her. I still hate the fact she's in this game. I would tolerate it a bit more if they changed her voice line, specifically her killing line, towards Rocket. Okay? Because allow me to explain this how this works to you. In a competitive game made for, say, let's just spitball this out here based on your overall art style I'm going for, very, very kid-friendly, that your target demographic 5 and up. So, when Wanda kills, and I quote, when I said I wanted to kill all mutants, I meant you, rodent. This specifically emphasizes her genocidal tendencies. Okay? Her entire genocidal plan is because of Rocket. It wouldn't be so bad if they reworded it slightly to say mutants like you. But she specifically says because of you. The game refuses to my third range. I'm constantly feel discriminated just playing my own character because I have so much trauma. I sympathize with the raccoon, and that's why I play it, because I know I can't heal other people's trauma, but I try to be there, and I just try to help however I can. This is a character that can actually, I can do the most with. I ran away my entire life, and I'm tired of running, and I'm just trying to fight. I hope I put up with one hell of a one. Invisible. In short, explaining how her shields work, explaining how to properly place it to avoid team wipes and team ults.
Huh.
I'm just not a gooner, okay? It's just, she does nothing for me. I mean, her kit's nice, but I'm just not really a simp for any of the females, except maybe partially Psylocke. I don't know why I had that equipped. I would love a better costume for Psylocke. That would be great. Absolutely wonderful. But I'm a support at heart. And while I thought I would pick her up, ironically, when she first released, she played, even though I could tell the difference subconsciously between a ally and an enemy invisible in force field, it still was kind of hard to tell at first, but I got used to it. I still subconsciously just, for some reason, avoided them. Like, I saw them, but I went around them like I didn't see them, and it was weird. I get that her shield is crazy good. I could utilize that. The main reason I don't want to play, okay? The main reason I don't want to play, like I said. Yeah, you can say, get over it. It's just a voice line with Rocket. You're reading too much into it, okay? Say, I did want to pick Susan for my team. I don't mean to talk and ramble so much, but I just want to get my thoughts out about how this game has made me feel since Season 0 all the way up until now. How my feelings of joy have gone from absolute joy to feeling like this is just a chore to actively play support and just play my role and play a game I'm supposed to have fun in. So that point aside. The reason is because I also more and don't want to heal him at all. Like, at all. And also the reason why I don't play him, the same reason for Wanda, is because they have infinite ammo. That's also the reason why I don't want to heal them. No, you died? I don't see why. You had plenty enough ammo, and I mean, Namor, you had squids, right? Why would you, of all people, need to spam healing when my tanks are dying? When my DPS needs my help? You can place down squids and cover you, or better yet, you can look through the map and place a squid at spawn from your spawn because you break the game however you want to. Okay? Namors, you don't need my heals. Clearly, you don't. The skilled ones out there prove that cheating just... It's when I see it on a death cam. It's when it's personally infuriating, okay? I could deal with Wanda's, okay? But it's the fact that Namor's... Yeah, there are those that cheat. It's the actual voice lines. Every single female here pretty much has a voice line with Namor or whatnot. Specifically with Invisible Woman about cheating, and I just hate it so much. So, as much as I want to play this character to actually... If this guy is on my team, I just don't. Or if he's on the opposing team, I don't know if I want to. I don't like his inclusion, I don't like her inclusion in the game. If you rework their kits, then yeah, maybe. Because if you... character, because that's beneath me. Adept at harnessing chaos magic, casting hexes with power to twist and reshape reality itself. Energy and space meander. Okay. You're emphasizing dark matter. Okay. You have a hit scan character that goes, ha! So, take the difference of where the character is over here. You're aiming over here. This difference is calculated as a difference to your health. They still take damage, but you also take damage as well. The closer you are to aiming, the less damage you take overall. Requires you to have a healing team comp with Wanda, and this makes it so that if I, as a Rocket, am actually singled out by a Wanda, I can actually have a fair and decent fight, and it doesn't feel like, oh well, Wanda or Namor saw me, so I guess I'm dead and going back to respawn, and nothing I can do about that because they have infinite ammo. They can literally outpace me because I have to stop and reload. And because she auto-clicks and auto-damages, even though I do crazy amounts of damage, I can't do enough headshots fast enough to kill her. She will still kill me faster than I can damage her. The skin is actually pretty nice because of the hair particles, but I'm saying I will still never play her. So that's the main reason I have with Wanda. Also, if you look at her proficiencies, play for an hour. Wow. Deal damage. Wow. Land final hits. Wow. These two could be done together. Wow. Stun enemies with your L1. Wow. Like me as a Rocket. Suppressing this twice out of your 4 that you have not only deals damage, lands final hits, it also does this. Wow. And you get playtime. It's almost like you get all 4 at once just for passively playing. I don't mean to be so salty, okay? I just want it to make sense. So I cannot feel so bad when I die unfairly and then have to hear a voice line about her committing genocide and it's all my fault. Because then I won't feel so bad, because then I actually see the dark magic and I can actually see you actually dying from your own attack. But like I said, it's based on correction radius, so the more accurate they are, the less damage she takes. It encourages them to aim, which encourages the kid overall. You can still keep the infinite ammo. I just want there to be a payoff. Because if she's going to have dark magic, then there needs to be a consequence. Because that's how dark magic works, sweetheart. That is how your stuff works. But it doesn't. Because the creators just want to have balance for hold down right click the entire time. Unless, of course, you're my case. In which case, it's hold down right click, span L2, constantly press square, make sure you have enough bullets. Because if you're ever, God forbid, low on bullets, and this chick singles you out, like I said, I already know I'm dead. I still try to put up as much of a fight as I can, but I'm still going to die. Because she singles me out. I try to stay with my team, but even then, this game is botted, so literally, you can go on. I was checking on Marvel Rival stats to see my stuff, and I saw that even in my own competitive matches and regular matches, there are bots. So even if everyone decided to nobody play this game, Marvel would still host tournaments with nothing but bots. And I guess they'd be the winners, and then Marvel would get all that money back that they then paid for, and that's a tax write-off. I don't know. I'm just speculating, but I'm saying, the way bots are, just overall in general. Why would you need bots if you have so many players, Rivals? If you have millions of players, why would you need bots in your lobbies? Why would you not fix the problems that I've mentioned? I'm just putting this out there, so possibly, maybe, one day someone does see this and it does get passed around. Because I genuinely am passionate for this game, and that is why I spend money. I'll play Ultron fine, I'll do the kind of mentality I have, because Ultron players, I don't know if you've noticed, but whatever they place their drone on, you can tell that's what kind of player they were before they picked it.
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
I am beyond my pitiful creator. I am beyond everyone.
Okay, I'm gonna just go out on a limb and say that Iron Man is bought. Like,
Your name is Jeff.
congratulations, Iron Man. You seem to have synced with me in character selection screen down to the very frame.
So let's go say
So,
that, okay?
congratulations. Very good. I'm still getting used to any tips you might have for thrusting.
4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
After all this time, it's nice to finally have some help saving the universe.
Sorry, guys. I saw the way he looked at me, so maybe he's not thought I was just trying to.
Nemo's got some extra help. Lucky us. That'll do.
But the mission area is yours to capture now.
Stronger already.
Systems reboot.
I'm just dying. You're welcome.
This is my unnatural selection.
Like I was saying,
You owe me now.
you can tell what kind of Ultron player that a person is based upon how they drone people. Because it's free. If they constantly have an Ultron on the tank the entire game, you can tell that they were a tank player beforehand. But I'm a rocket player, and I know that the order thing is the order chain of command is support DPS then tanks. So that is how I drone. I focused on my supports first and foremost, as it's supposed to be, as I'm a strategist. That is the role. But many Ultrons do not abide by this law, so
I was a little messed up there. Thanks.
Energy levels rising.
Ow! That fucking hurt!
Who's next?
You better get a look behind you. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Perfect! Hex! You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
In order.
I was trying to drone.
Ultron virus reinforcement.
There you go.
A shield? Well, okay.
Alright, I keep forgetting Ultron has a radius around him. Yeah, so I need to shield more effectively, but
Hostiles up front.
Your kind is flawed on every level and beyond repair. Ultron virus reinforcement. Go, my shield.
This shield
Well,
should do
okay.
nicely.
Ultron
Look over
30
virus.
seconds before you attack. Get ready.
You pretend to be a machine, yet you are just organs in a metal shell.
There's an organ called a brain, Ultron. It created you. And I know that drives you crazy.
Make
Better
yourself
make this count.
useful.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3.
I don't know if you can hear me, Rocket.
One.
But
All you need to do is capture
your
the
revive
mission
range
area.
is 50
Got it?
meters. Game, I don't think
Once
tells
we
you,
get
but
this timeline thing sorted out,
at
I'm
least from what
taking
I
a
can tell,
long
so
vacation somewhere
great
with
job.
Lots of stuff to steal.
I just oh,
This is my unnatural selection.
Armored up.
This is my
Someone scratch my back.
The mission area is yours to capture now.
embrace perfection.
But the man gets results.
Control seized.
You would have failed without me.
I'll patch you up. This is a nice spot.
Embrace perfection. Ultron virus reinforcement. The best start.
Bogey's coming up behind.
Supernova!
you might want to remove your peek and run. Rocket.
Control
That
lost.
was illogical. Recalculating. Ultron virus reinforcement.
Powers of mine!
Ultron virus reinforcement.
Protective shield. Perfect.
I'll outlive every single one of you.
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Stark's net last-minute miracle.
Virus reinforcement.
You're welcome.
Embrace perfection.
Someone scratch my back. Hey, team! Enjoy the amplifier!
Ultron virus reinforcement.
They've almost got it. Control seized.
Success is ours.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
I'm doing this my way! These guys are about to shoot at us.
Battlefield ready again.
patch you up.
Power levels restored.
My good deed for the armored up.
Embrace perfection. You would have failed without me.
Someone scratch my back.
Natural selection.
I'm shipshape.
The virus takes hold.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Perfection.
Fine cover.
Those guys are about to shoot at us.
Failed without me.
Another epic victory! Big win!
So, couple things. One, I'm playing on console only. That is not an official skin. Is that a Kingdom Hearts skin? Like, I've literally never seen that skin before.
Your fate is sealed.
Maybe it is just a recolor, but still. It looks like she has a heartless crest on her. But the Punisher got MVP. Alright. I had most heals, most assists. Still same amount of deaths as you, Punisher. I had more assists than your kills, and still had kills. But the game cannot recognize that. Okay, so that Iron Man did stay on the team the entire time, and I'm not trying to throw shade, but I feel like he did way worse than me. Wanda doesn't count because her kills are actually just assists, same with Namor's. Because, let me pose it to you, any fellow viewer. If Namor Squid kills you, is it his kill? Or is it his assist from Squid? Should we only count kills that specifically come for exclusively the Trident and not Squid damage as Namor's kill? Same with Wanda. She has to specifically get someone from full health to 0. I mean, even on a good game as Rocket, I'd only get about 7 kills, so that's understandable. And at most, I'd only get like 19 assists, and that's on a good day, so it's a really good Rocket that I have. Happy I had him. And Jeff kind of carried. A little bit. Jeff definitely carried. Like, I'd first want to personally play with him, or at least teach him Rocket if he wants to actually. Because I grinded for them. I did have to pay money, but I mean, this is basically like an interactive comic book experience, and that's how I try to treat it. Nothing more. Even though there's $3 million on the line, there are still massive problems with the game. And yes, I have pretty much every important skin. I have Rockets, Captain America's. It's just normal. I even have the Magneto. I just don't proudly wear it because I like the Master of Magnetism. I don't own the bundle, but I wish I could be gifted that. But hey. But to me, I look at this game as, oh my gosh, I'm a player, I love Rocket, even as like a 7-year-old kid. I want this. Why do I have to wait 9 months or a month from now just to get my chance to be able to buy this? Put it in the Season 1 pass, and then I guess it'll have a marked up price in the store. Even though the stores are egregious, you still move Battle Pass to store so they can be bought. But you offer the chance to, for those who don't want to buy it and want to grind for it, to be patient and wait for it to be slightly cheaper. Yeah, it's greedy and predatory, but it's a way. Because I would honestly, genuinely really like to have this skin. An MVP, and I'd really like to grind for it Season 1. I don't necessarily want everything out of Season 1 Battle Pass, I just want particularly this. So since it's like a luxurious item, it's just a suggestion. But I know no one would ever listen, but still. I own almost all the skins. I don't really like this one. To me, I look at... Blah. Whoa, I really hate the fact that when you go to buy something, it, tries to bring you to the of $45. Oh, you're missing about $44 worth of stuff to get all 4 of these. The only reason. The only reason. Gosh dang it. I have to manually go through the store. Are you kidding me? The only reason I would want this particular combo is very stupid. The PlayStation automatically opens up to the bundle. Ignore that. The only reason I would want this is not really for this, because I don't like this costume. I don't even like this MVP. This is kind of mid. I have better rocket things, okay? It's nice, but it's mid. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, yes, cool, slick poster, awesome. A little bit. It's just kind of whatever, because I wish the costume was a bit better. What bothers me most about it, in case you haven't noticed, it's like his little footies, okay? They fully encapsulated them, but they made it like normal shoes. It may not seem like much to you, but just look how. Do you not see how it looks like it just broke? That's not how ants are. Like, if anything, he would be having braced it up, like, right? It would be actually support. It would have more defining shape. It wouldn't just be jiggle physics right there. That is what bothers me, okay? Is that, like, he's wearing shoes that are specifically too big for him. But at the same time, well, I mean, it still look it's broken in half. A bit. On my point aside, none of this is worth it to me for this. The only reason I want this is for this right here. Because I can apply this to any costume. And that's why I love Rivals, is because it has charm. It's just a really bad game, but it's designed to look really pretty. And it does so. Sorry I rambled so much. But, you rest assured, Marvel Rivals is most definitely woke, okay? Because we not only get this, okay? Most glorious T-pose in all of existence. They actually did fix an animation bug, which I was trying to also kind of point out. Is that before, whenever you went to inspect, it would redo the animation like that. But I was like already inspecting it, but it didn't quite redo it, so cool. I saw YouTube sort of just doing this the entire game apparently, and like the enemy team was crashing out. It's very funny. I mean, I don't necessarily play Groot, but would pick him up. I already own half of it, so technically at $33. So, sorry, I care about math. So that's 2,000, 2,200. That's, I'm guessing, 2,200 also. Like, it's still more than half. But yeah, it's $55, so it's... So it's saying it's $33 for the bundle, even though I already own half of it, so I'm only buying... Technically, it does make it cheaper. Go away. Yes, I love dragons. Dragons are the best thing in the world. Absolutely peak skin. If I ever become an Adam Warlock Lord, I might consider. I don't mean to look at the store so much, but I'm not really a Thor or Punisher player, but from what I heard, this looks like exactly like the default skin, just with his face in there. And I gotta say, yeah, it's just a default skin with his face in there. Phew, that bullets make no sense. Oh, it's Punisher's realistic face as he... Oh, so is that his new team-up ability where he dual wields guns so he can now shoot from both hands? It just seems so underwhelming. Oh! They're gonna have Adam Warlock because he says, "Born again!" Just gotta throw that out there. Debate me in the comments if you think I'm wrong about that. Keep in mind, even the best Adam Warlock revive still can't save anything. Except it's greatly appreciated. He is a difficulty of 1. I argue that it is a lot more difficulty than a 1 being a rocket. As I mentioned, your kid is kind of busted. Like, bugged, broken, however. And not only that, everyone in the game specifically targets you. Because as soon as you go down, your revive goes away as well. Yes, you get a new revive quicker, but it is statistically better to stay alive as a rocket.
I'm not judging.
I am beyond my pitiful creator.
Should I go, Ultron?
Who are you calling a raccoon, huh?
Life
I'll go,
energy
Mantis.
is a powerful weapon against evil.
I hate this map.
Ooh, a little extra clobber.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Well, if Strange can be Sorcerer Supreme, I think I'm gonna shoot for Scientist Supreme.
Okay, but I don't think that's a real thing, Tony.
Hank Pym says it is.
Hank Pym gets all of his news from insects. Just saying.
Are you sure you're not superior?
The battle starts in 5, 4,
It's a comic book
3,
joke.
2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Okay, already. Less talking, more fight.
I hear you thing. Where's my team? I cannot fight without my team. Because I'm useless. Shit.
I have found more lava. Some assistance, please. I feel better already. Combat capabilities enhanced.
The mission area is yours to capture now.
My blade seems sharp.
My anger is purged.
Never be safe in Central Park again.
Combat capabilities enhanced.
I don't think that's the welcoming committee. My armor's got a lock on a
returns.
Get that a bit too early.
This time I got one in my sights. Pulse charge, fire!
Watch me soar!
Feeling better already.
Go have fun. Team, over the area.
I feel stronger than ever.
Are you trying to heal?
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Go get him, Psylocke.
Some assistance, please.
Area's almost yours.
You get a weapon, you get a weapon, you get a weapon!
We are undefeatable! You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. You don't have to fight alone.
Feeling sharp.
Sharpens your mind.
How are they the ace with
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
like I'm just saying legitimately, if all of our numbers seem to be
Remain calm and serene. How?
I have peered into the infinite void. There is nothing to fear.
If only we all could find such peace in the face of potential annihilation.
You shall see enough. One way or another.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Let us see if those who dwell here are truly worthy of worship.
than ever.
Your forces unite. I have found more I require slaves.
Looks like the mission area is going to capture now.
At least you are truly free now.
Ah, dang it.
Watch me soar!
I built myself a new body. Like it? Focus on the battle.
My strength has increased.
We captured the mission area!
Disappear!
Pulse charge! Fire!
There's a feather.
Fantastic! Ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha ha!
Feeling better already.
This is real fire!
Circle of Electro lost!
You get a weapon! You get a weapon! You get a weapon!
Your team's capture progress is past the halfway point.
This time I need healing.
Need assistance?
Hit the spot.
You don't have to fight alone. Let me help.
Hitting harder than ever.
I will take it.
Even the All-Father himself.
Not a little extra clout.
Proceed.
Spidey, let us take it.
Rest well, my dear golem.
Rise, my friends!
Legendary!
Pulse charge! Fire!
Keep going. Control lost.
Protons!
They've almost got it. Mantis has returned.
I'll cover you.
Chin up.
My cosmic might returns.
You don't have to fight alone.
What a difference.
We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Fantastic! This is real firepower!
You are a beacon of hope, Mantis. Your light will live on inside us all.
Rest well, my dear golem.
Into the galaxy and in all life. Seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I'll cover you.
I sense great sadness in you.
The Collector took me from my world. With no way to return. We will get you back home.
If your timeline still exists.
And if it doesn't, I will cleave these dunes into two for what they've done.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
My strength has increased.
We are warriors. No matter what worlds we come from. Do not lose sight of that. My great sunshine.
Unexpected! You are safe now, my lord.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
I require command.
I built myself a new body. I can capture the mission area.
Pulse charge, fire!
Feel better, fight better.
Thought I was strong enough already.
Watch me Control lost.
Extra defense now.
I have some scores.
Get wet.
You're mine! Hitting harder than ever.
Let me return the favor.
Little extra club.
Fantastic! Ha-ha! Ha-ha!
We are undefeatable! Team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Okay, let's try it.
This is real firepower!
Disappear!
Bad guys.
Oh, sweet move, right? You're welcome. Oh, that
Double KO! Focus on the battle. Ready to do some damage. Round finale. Well, you can't expect to win them all.
I meant to hit try again because EMMO software likes me to keep playing continuously, I guess. But it's hard.
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging. Life energy is a powerful weapon against evil.
All right.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
You intrigue me. I have never encountered an Oni forged from metal.
Oni. I am not familiar with that designation.
Demons. And where I come from, they are made of flesh and bone.
To be fair, I could say the same.
The battle starts in 5,
Charm
3, 2, 1.
Brace perfection.
All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Underneath my caustic exterior, I'm still pretty caustic.
I'm hulking.
Ultron virus reinforcement.
Our enemies are near.
They are even more hideous than the ones
Make
among us.
yourself useful.
A shield. Many thanks.
From an Oni.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
I have suffered severe damage. This is my unnatural selection. Impressive technology.
Strong.
Capture the mission area!
I am thunder.
I'm a good guy who occasionally takes stuff that doesn't belong to him.
I'm just a weaker Jeff anyway, so. Do your thing, man.
Someone scratch my back. I am strengthened.
I'm fucking helpful. You're welcome.
That put a spring in my step?
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap. Good.
Us against the world!
I'll patch you up. See, I'm fucking
Your
helpful.
team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
You're welcome.
气贯长龙。
See, I'm fucking helpful.
Your transgressions.
A timely intervention.
Control C!
Patch you up.
We earned this. That's better.
I'm hulking. Unleash the Vishanti's power. Maximum pulse.
Armor patch here. Hey up.
Leave me in darkness.
That fucking hurt. You're welcome.
Where did they all come from?
Your medicine.
Hey, the human.
Double KO!
Oh,
Control
I'm not
lost!
gonna make it easy.
They've almost got it!
I think he took that last step. Bit too personal.
This is a nice spot. More bad guys. Just what we need.
I hit dash.
Feeling sharp.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
You can count on me. I got a plan.
Seconds before you attack. Get ready.
That's some serious armor you got there, Stark.
Well, thanks, kid. You like what you see?
Not really. I mean, why wear an iron suit when one fist works just as well?
Yeah, I'll take that into consideration in my next model.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Typical Hydra.
By Ashtor, there are baby wizards everywhere these days. If I had the patience, I would open a school.
You're mine.
Enemies on approach.
Don't mind me. You're welcome. Good.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. Us against the world!
You're ready for action! I am strengthened.
Great portal straight. W. Absolute W.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
Now beacon is safe to place down. Sorry, Zarlock, I meant to revive you.
You're ready for action.
You're welcome.
I don't think that's the welcoming committee.
Those tanks. One scratch my back.
Feel the wrath of the goddess!
I'm back.
What I just saw in that death cam proves that there's lag between servers.
Patch you up.
Good medicine.
How can a gameplay be competitive if it has lag? I'm doing the best I can. From both sides. Right here, maybe.
Judge, jury, executioner!
The end has come, but just for you.
Hey, Groot, how's it going?
Step aside.
Hey, nice view from up here.
They've almost got it!
You're welcome. You ain't got rid of me yet.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
So, 5v6. That's fun and casual, right? That's what you balance, right, Debs? I know complain about not having bots, but in a situation like this, why would you not put a bot in? How is this fair? I was the only healer on the team, and I got more heals than... Yeah, they got kills and assists, sure. And yeah, my numbers have been better. Like, that Doctor Strange portal. I honestly don't even know if the enemy Punisher was a bot or not, because the fact you didn't turn around seeing that he was being damaged, yeah. I would try to... He did not move. So, excellent portal placement, but still, I'm not discounting it, I'm just saying, very sus behavior. And, like, if you're going to take someone out of the game, then actually have a temporary replacement. If you're gonna have bots, have it temporary. But the game is designed for you to just keep playing for hours on end. Game after game, match after match. And that's how you get the winning stuff, is because the game is like, well, we're gonna give you all the winning teams.
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
Life energy is a powerful weapon against evil. The Guardians of the Galaxy value all life.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Wanda, you look different. Is it really you?
Some days, Tony, I am not even sure anymore. I have been lost between realities for so long.
Well, you're not lost anymore. You'll always have a place with us. In any universe.
Then we should probably make
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
I must regroup with the rest of the Guardians. The Collector must be stopped.
My anger is healthy. Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now. The mission area is yours.
There's someone behind us. I've been. That.
Not let them take this place.
Counting on you, friend. Shake it up. Disappearing. Keep going.
Life energy brings me back.
Enemy inbound. We don't budge an
The
inch.
area's almost yours.
I thought they were saying to okay to something.
The perfect hex. Ah!
I don't think that's welcome.
My magic is growing.
On the move.
Martial arts sharpens the mind.
Of course.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Super time.
I sense your concern, but you have already proven your worth. If this battle is to be won, it will be because you are on our side.
You are the greatest thing, Jeff.
Such destructive power.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
If I could get a look at Doom's machine, I could solve this problem by lunchtime. I don't think that's the welcoming committee.
Judge, jury, executioner.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
No more worries about spiders.
Mission area is yours.
Success is ours.
Maximum pulse!
I'm good to go.
This is natural anger.
We got heroes.
Hostile ahead. We are undefeatable. It's spider time!
Direct to focus.
A guardian never can.
You can count on me. I got a plan.
Yep, walk around it because
Someone scratch my back.
there's a score girl. Of course there is. Oh, right, because it was placed next to environmental terrain.
This is a nice spot.
That moves.
Your team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
See, I'm fucking helpful.
Oh, perfect. Hit!
You're ready for action.
It's spider time!
Pulse charge! Fire! Turret go boom!
They've almost got it! This is gonna hurt.
I'll patch you up.
That put a spring in my step. Piece of cake.
Control C's! You captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Go team go. We're in control.
I would love to have any network to counter.
You're ready for action.
Judge, jury, execute.
He's a sociopath, but the man gets results.
Don't mind me. I'm just dying. You're welcome.
Hey! Feeling stronger already.
My beacon's around the corner. If anyone wants an armor pack.
See, I'm fucking
Glory's almost yours!
Maximum pulse!
Ah, dang it.
Maximum pulse!
You're doing better than they are!
Watch it again.
Make upvotes do something. Every 5 upvotes you get a free Chrono Shield, so that way if you actually can participate as a team player, you can get Chrono Shields, and even if you make a team of nothing but bots for people who solo queue, as long as they perform well enough according to system game metrics, you can actually reward them. Actually make this game rewarding if you want to make it fun and casual, like you want to balance it for. Actually give me the balance changes I'm asking for by having a single line of code. Just for him. Okay? It's not that hard. It takes 2 minutes. It'll even less than that. I'll even tell you exactly what you're looking for.
We guard the galaxy, sure. But sometimes we take stuff other people are guarding. More bad guys. Just what we need.
These 2 allies right here. They're supposed to be tagged as allies, and I mean, it's pretty sure it works on PC as well because it should. It always revives them, so 50 meters starts right here. I just like placing mine over here in the bushes just because it's
This is a
scenic.
nice spot.
give me a notification that the 2 allies I have on, or the 3 allies I have on screen up there, but the 2 that only get shot at. Because let's be honest, this guy actually never actually has his health bar deplete because he never shoots back.
Those guys are about to shoot at us.
Except one of them isn't. You're pressing him for no reason, and I can't turn on friendly fire to kill you, oh no. But like, the beacon, just... You're specifically looking for the radius check of 50 meters to see if your allies are within that radius and display the window of cannot revive over my health bar as rocket. That is the specific thing that you are looking for. As developers, it should take you 2 seconds. It should have been implemented in this most recent update.
You're ready for action.
It takes no time at all. I'm not asking for the most craziest bug fixes. Though not being able to properly use my jetpack kit is one thing, and I will deal with that actually not being able to know my revives. Because yes, you could throw it down in combat, yeah.
Those guys are about to shoot at us.
But, when I was Ultron earlier...
You only delay the inevitable. The machines will rise.
He threw his beacon down in the middle, basically exposed the entire game. That's why it's important to hide and place your beacons where it's out of sight and it's actually hard for the enemy to find. That's what I enjoy about Rocket, and that's what I enjoy about his kit, so actually let me know. I know I complain a lot, but I have fall-off damage as Rocket, but yet...
Challenge me, you animals.
Yes, I get.
Ultron virus reinforcement. We will soon be under attack. Go, my children.
Right, I gotta move it towards, so... Trying to work on micro adjustments. Ignite sensitivity is a bit dry.
Those beings appear to be extermination! Drone strike initiated. Termination.
I get that his drone is based on radius or like line of sight, and that even this distance it disappears. That's fine with Ultron. What I don't like is the fact that they make him kill tanks. He should have never been able to do this. He should have just primarily stuck to only being able to heal with his ultimate. My ultimate gets damage buff and heals per second. So apart from him, heals per second, swallows everyone and map kills, but he's the exception because he still does heals per second in his main kit. Heals per second, heals and damage buff, revive the entire team, healing and overshields of healing, become anyone, shields and bonus health, or bonus health and bonus damage. him, little bit of healing. I can now kill tanks if there's any problem. I just am one ult away from solving any tank that's on field. Yeah, I have to deplete all my resources, but if you incentivize the damage over the healing output, it makes me want to target people and the enemies when all I want to do is to be able to have more healing so I can be able to focus on my allies as a strategist. I don't want to be targeting the enemies. I want to be targeting the allies. Like, I was fine with the damage that they had when he was released. And it's part of the reason why I just don't enjoy this game or even this skin. Oh, wow. You're not able to emote at all while you're in...
Make yourself useful. This is my unnatural selection.
That's the main reason why I don't play this game and why I want to focus on Strive, is just because I have more fun. And the enjoyment I get is just me being in the training room, just having fun with emotes and just looking at nice skins I bought. And just hanging out with the occasional people I do meet online. I wish I had more teamwork. I wish I had someone telling me to move my beacon if it's ever slightly, ever so slightly, like 5 meters out of range. I will show you the difference between what I mean. So, unlimited cooldowns. Right here. Corner. Right at the edge. 30 meters. They're gonna die in a second.
Just what we need.
Okay. Right at the edge of 50 meters.
Relay deployed.
Place it right here. Is that still... Yeah, that's just outside. So, the game should tell me. I shouldn't be having to re-guess. Because if I'm in the situation where someone's dying, I want to be able to have the confidence to be like, you're going to be revived. The game will say that you're revived. Because you have a little icon. But even if you have the icon, or the lack thereof, you don't communicate with your rocket player telling him if he should remove his revives. And the only time I heard anyone on comms ever on any team I've played in the 50 hours of Rocket, the only thing I heard was, Rocket revives win. That's the main reason why I'm infuriated. I'm not pissed at the community, I just want the game to be fixed. And Strange, yeah, he had great portal earlier. Absolutely phenomenal portal. Downside to portaling is Strange. Wherever he's dead. Probably up there.
I would knit the dimensions back together if it were within my power.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you don't even have the power to,
I'm opening a portal.
When I first played this game, I accidentally hit triangle and went to portal.
Enemy in front of us.
But I realized that was a mistake. So I was like, cancel. I'll just take their cooldown. It's a reduced cooldown, but when I did it, it was, yeah, it's still pretty much full time. It was like full 175 second. So I guess they did rework it. Because that wasn't the full cooldown time, so I guess I can't complain too much, but still. I shouldn't have to mentally guess and reassure myself with my own math only to be wrong and watch my teammate die and have not be respawned by me and realize, oh, I need to move it slightly closer because here's the thing. As a Lord Rocket Raccoon,
down, you want your heroes a little roguish and scruffy.
Throwing out your beacon like this is bad. Throwing it out like this. That thing. That's why. Throwing it out like this, also bad. Because as you can see, those are enemies, and if they weren't enemies, they would see it. So, you want to place it that's out of sight of the line of sight from everybody, including your own team. You want to hide it so well no one knows where it's at. That's how I try to play.
You're welcome.
But, like I said, still within 50 meters.
Armor patch here. Pay up.
Wow, he is taking a long way around. I thought he would jump pad up, but I guess he cannot. Funny.
This is real firepower!
I don't ever really use the training simulation down here, but I want to start using it more. Like I said, I want to get used to jetpack. I wanted to try to meet the flyer meta. A lot of slow falls enabled, so
Those guys are about
the
to
reason
shoot
I
at
do
us.
this is because if I did this wrong. If I jump back here, like if you're running up a wall and you want to angle upwards, I know it's leaves you a bit exposed, but it saves you from having to press X to slow fall every time you do that, because even if you're in slow fall like this and you dash, you'll automatically end slow fall because you have to do it every time you press. And I find it easier just to have that, because by pressing X you can end it and control freely like that.
More bad guys. Just what we need. This is a nice spot.
But if you developers are ever gonna look at my stream, like I said earlier, the source of it resides within the actual code of this pickup itself for why Rocket is misbehaving with his jetpack. And also, beacons are on a timer, and if you'll notice, they spit it out in a 4-quadrant section. Because even that doesn't have slow fall. You have to manually press X to engage it as soon as the animation ends upwards to engage slow fall. But it does not slow fall itself, and it also prevents you from slow falling automatically. Which is how I intended to play him, because if I slow fall automatically, I don't have to press X. You get what I mean. I don't have to press X. I have one dash available. And then at the end of it, I press X to go wee for one last time. And that gives me a couple seconds in the air for characters that can literally stay up there the entire game. For like Ultron and Iron Man, I get a couple seconds to meet them in their domain to try to do a bit of damage, as they now can meet me a lot easier and target me, because I'm actually now coming up to their level
Guys are about to shoot
and
at
out
us.
of my element. But I still wanted to try to improvise or develop a stylish skill for that, and yet I can't. And another reason why I bring this up,
it ain't cheap,
and why I'm kind of irritated by this, is I know I don't really have the replay to show it, but I just wanted to reenact how I felt. So, like I said, I didn't get slow fall, but there's one time when I was over a chasm and I thought I was going to slow fall, but I didn't, because I had the jump pack. I instinctively pressed X and I hopped out, I bunny hopped out of it.
Those guys are about to shoot at us.
But if the game says auto slow fall is enabled, even if it's not, make it so that you have to hold down to actually activate the jump pack for Rocket, because that way it doesn't interfere with him actually turning on or off his jetpack, and it's different to him as opposed to everyone else. But what I'd really like is a rework on his beacon to where I get a Wi-Fi range, and then, not saying stuff spawns faster, but my beacon can recall to me faster or slower, dependent upon my range to it. The reason I'm asking this is because the hull can still destroy it even if I recall it back and the game acknowledges my recall. So,
those guys are about to shoot at us.
Numbers would work would be that the beacon would store a Wi-Fi range just subconsciously as it's on the field for the duration of that it is. And whenever it senses a recall, it will see the health that it's at, but also at the Wi-Fi range, so it could also be delayed by a bit more, and if it's damaged. But if you are standing close to it, I guess about this range or closer, you could get it back instantaneously. You could even say half this range, where you have to be standing at the edge of like the first range. And you mark it out slightly beyond every 2 rocket dashes. So that way, if someone does find your beacon hidden in the edge of the map that you're just have there to respawn your allies trying to hide, but your opponent does find it. And you notice that it is going down, but it only has one bar. You would take a reduced recall rate, so it could be destroyed. But if a Hulk is right next to you, and even if there is delay, the beacon stores the data and it stores its current health, so even if there is lag, the game will compute and it will actually give you the proper cooldown time, and it won't take a 45-second cooldown playing the game properly. My gamer instinct says that this blue health pack that I generate is beneficial.
Those guys are about to shoot at us.
Yeah, it's handy. It actually utilizes kit like it's supposed to. But it also hinders them just as much. And it's a cool key element, and people seem to like it, but that's also the thing is, because there are bots in this game, you just throw down your beacon and at the start of the round, and you just check to see who picks them up. Because only a human would, and even then, that's questionable, so that's why anyone who does it, especially if they stand there, that's why I try to monitor everything. But the game is fun. I'm glad that I got my Christmas.
Those guys are about to shoot at us.
Wait months just to pay for this skin for a week-time event and be stressed about it.
This is a nice spot.
It should be available in stores. The content you make shouldn't be time only. Warframe kinda does it but gets away with it. And your currency system is completely messed up. Instead of being able to pay the $16 like I want to for the skin, I had to buy into your currency, so I have to buy fixed amounts, which means I'm always going to be slightly over in currency that I don't need. Despite your currency being 1-to-1 to the United States dollar. That's what I say about the store's math being bugged. Or not bugged, just the math being off. Give people the option to actually just pay for this skin in United States dollars. Just do that. I try to put time into this game. I really do. I really want to be here, and I really want to see it succeed. I'm not really excited for Blade. I don't really care. I just want the rocket story of whatever they have coming out eventually, and possibly to get my fixes that'll never come. I know I rant and rave and am a grouchy little raccoon, but it kind of makes you give up. He's built for DPS, yes, but he's also healing as well.
Those guys are about to shoot at us.
The way his playstyle is that you do want to be
double KO.
laying into enemies, but while also.
I'll patch you up.
The thing is, I thought it took a second to switch between shooting. The thing is, you're never going to want to send out more than 2 to 3 balls on field at the same time. Because each ball can only heal up to 3 people at once. Including yourself. So, 2 balls will cover all 6 teammates if you do it precisely.
Those guys are
After
about
about
to
2
shoot
or
at
3,
us. I'll patch you up.
reload. And the reason I have this set to not reload automatically is because he will eventually do it if you run out, but
you're ready for action.
I try to do it just before they runs out.
Double KO.
I'm not really good about monitoring my status like I should. I have a lot of areas where I could be better. I completely forgot I had this thing. The game just isn't as fun and charming as it was when this came out. When the skin first released. I have almost all the rocket skins. And I want to enjoy this game more, but in order to enjoy this game properly, it requires you having friends. Hey, Ryan. I'm not asking for anything too drastic. Just a very basic.
Pick your hero.
You don't even have to take my idea.
Who are you calling a raccoon, huh? Chips are down, you want your heroes a little roguish and scruffy, like me.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I feel a kinship with you, Namor. The seas are full of darkness and chaos.
Should you choose to visit, my kingdom will welcome you with open arms.
Magneto was wise to offer you a chance to ally yourself with Krakoa.
Also, another reason why I don't like this game.
3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
Glad to have a penny on the team.
The
Thank you.
Master Weaver is not going to be thrilled with me for jumping around realities.
I just do not like Wanda and Namor dialogue, specifically with each other. But hey, I'm here with you, Penny. You have your pocket rocket. Okay. So where are we setting up nest at? Guessing right here?
The mission area is going down. Capture the mission area.
You're ready for action.
Feeling stronger already. Chaos always prevails.
Move a nest over here. This is pushing.
All systems go.
You're welcome. Man, I gotta fix another beacon. You're ready for
I got 9 seconds on revive. And I got 30.
You ain't got rid of me yet.
Even though I landed my shots, I'm still down to less than 100 health.
The moon haunts you.
I couldn't dash away in time. Couldn't react.
Here comes Rocket again.
You alright, Jeffy?
Yeah. I do the right thing unless the wrong thing is more fun. Spider Beacon in service.
So, Penny.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
My favorite thing about our team up is that my spider mines do remain. Even after the beacon is gone. So, no matter where we place it, you can place it by spawn, and halfway through the game as people are walking out, they still get killed by those mines.
2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
We must stop Doom's schemes before reality unravels around us.
Whoever they are, they don't look friendly.
Behold the god of thunder!
I'm just dying. You're welcome.
This is why I hate Namor, because that was an assist.
Systems restoring. We are undefeatable! Disappear!
Heal me at once!
Some sort of ancient oak?
Extermination!
You're welcome.
More foes to conquer.
Little pieces of keyholes everywhere. Don't mind me.
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
I'll patch you up.
Systems restoring.
Pulse charge. Fire.
Maximum pulse!
You see, chat, this is why all Wandas and Namors are just flow, like actual characters. Clearly they don't. Always support your strategists, even if you lose. That's the role I play, because I always try to look out. Can't deal people like that because it's unjustifiably unfair How is Namor going to have infinite ammo and squids that do some of the most absurd DPS in the game? They can pretty much free place anywhere with 2 at a time. That's like having Rocket's DPS as that he has his limited ammo, but then Rocket has a secondary fighter that has absolutely no recourse that's slightly more damaging. It just seems highly unfair. Where's the trade-off? Like, between Penny and me, yeah, people say it's overpowered. Soon as he, or she dies, I lose a revive. That's 45 seconds that she loses on expanding her nest. That's how I see it. So every time I have dumb people or bots that still... Yeah, I did terrible this game, but you also went 5-5, while I went 5-4-4. I had less death than you, and I still managed to accomplish more than a guy with infinite ammo. But the game doesn't see that. Oh wait, it does. So I was the SVP. But just barely, it feels like. And it feels like scheduled wins and scheduled losses. Wanda is just nothing more than holding down right-click simulator the entire time. I live with a toxic roommate that mained Wanda, so she, as a character, is kind of just toxic to me. Kind of what turns me off from the game. I don't want it to, but it does get under my skin. It's like, let me just have fun. Okay, let your fun actually be balanced for the rest of us. Yes, I want to get you on a balance for everyone, that way they can have fun and play. But it's important that you keep it competitive as well. If you're going to have $3 million on the line, I should know whether I can revive my team or not. As someone who is the most handy revival in the entire game, hands down, because when was the last time you said, "Oh, Adam, revive us"? Because all I ever hear is W revives and W heals, Rocket. That's what I hear. Their voice lines pretty much psychologically damage me a little bit, and that's why I can't really play this game. Ultron's brain... in your tanks. Why would a Hulk need your drone? Why would he need to heal the 5 damage he's going to take, opposed to my 250 health that is helping keep him alive? That's why I bought the skin, is because I'm going to be a different kind of Ultron. Still, I can barely play this game as is. It's my day off and I'm relaxing, but I would love to do more Guilty Gear content. I just wanted to stream a bit early in the morning, vent out my frustration, but please, devs, if at all, just work on Rocket. I'm only asking for jump packs and visual knowledge. I'm not asking for a beacon rework, but that would be nice because everyone does appreciate a Rocket revive, so having it actually dependent based upon your location and the beacon placement as to how quickly your teammate gets revived and how consistent it is actually plays into its positive gameplay feedback loop, and you can make this beacon icon based upon of his uniform, which encourages sales because it's a little special little thing to his character that promotes people actually spending the money for him like I do. That's also why I'm frustrated, is because every time I go down here, I can't just buy him. I can't just own him, I have to wait for him. Because as a Rocket player, I have many different moods. I want to be cute and bubbly. And while, yes, best MVP in the game, I waited so long for the skin. I have like all my MVPs with him, so all 7 or whatnot, because, you know, exclusively main Rocket, but I could look at this MVP all day. So glorious. The $10, like, because I just gotten my job, because of life, because life gets in the way, and I have finances and bills. I have to wait 3 months because I couldn't afford $10, or even 5. But it's not like I could buy $5. I had to specifically buy $5 in lattice. I couldn't buy it with a numerical amount that is same and equivocal, because all of your numbers are. That's what I have a problem with Rivals. Is that I feel like even Warframe isn't this bad because it has an economy that you can actually get the premium currency by trading with players. Your premium currency means I do have to open my wallet, buy lattice to get this. Pretty much nothing is units, so if it is, the lattice makes up for it. So you almost have no lattice because the game forces you to spend it, when you should have the option to be able to buy the costume outright for the numerical value that you're presenting it for. It's a design flaw in my opinion. I wanted to pursue video games as a passion, as a hobby, because I've gamed my whole life. I want to see video games become better. Stuff, so teammate, I guess I'll try to take your friend requests. I am the Rockin' Rocket. My takes may be kind of salty, but I put way too much time into this game when I could have been spending it on Guilty Gear. Because that's another 0.4 hours, I think, of Rocket. Mostly mid. What is my proficiency? Not much. It was at 200, so I increased by 100. But I'm close to, these 3 is another 110. So that put me at 445. Despite another round with her. Yeah, all I ever do is quick play. That's all really competitive is. Really. It's just quick play with a slightly fewer slap map selection. You're still gonna get teammates that don't talk to you. And as a rocket player, having to judge your revive distance as I've shown off, it can be very hard at times when you think it's in range, but your ally dies and they're walking back from spawn. And they ask you rocket revives when, because you're supposed to be there. Also, with my beacon idea as I leave up, you have to further illustrate my point. You are trying to piss me off, aren't you, game?
I do the right thing unless the wrong thing is more fun. More bad guys, just what we need.
That's how you know the CCP is listening. Or, I'm sorry, the very fun Marvel rival police. Anyway. What was I saying? Oh, yes.
Explosive spiders? Cool idea. Stop them!
Also, that's another bug in training mode. If you could have it so that if they do change it to unlimited cooldowns, while you have no cooldowns and it's all expended, if you could still be able to do it while it is still grayed out and still recharged normally, because, you know, you're in a training simulation where you can do anything to be better, just quality of life, just throwing that out there. Just overall in general, you know, because I'm not all salty. I'm just asking for the very basic things. Okay? I'm happy with these giving my revive.
This is real firepower!
It does heal now. It does actually heal and doesn't just give 400 bonus health. It does make it worth 4,000 ultimate cost, so woo. But like I was saying, before I actually do leave off this time because of my ADHD brain. Normal beacon has two things it spawns. Armor packs, jump packs, and with the penny mine, with the penny team up, it gets penny mines, which are seen here. And you get arachno mines, or arachno drones, which travel along the web. But when you despawn it, those go away. So you get 4
guys are about to shoot at us.
Total possible
Spider beacon in service.
Things every 3 seconds. Now what I'm suggesting is that this icon I have actually it controls the pace of the output, not increasing of how faster it is in 3 seconds. I'm not suggesting that. I'm saying that's the baseline stat when it's maxed out. So if you want to set up a advanced trap but sort of hide off, or as you go away, the beacon actually slows down in production. This includes its revive and its communication. So an ally might be sitting in a revive longer if they're off in a corner, off in the middle of nowhere on the map, away from the... But it's a bit safer as opposed to be putting it right next to... I don't know. Make the math work. I just think it would be a fun addition, and it would help have another layer of... You want to have penny mines that control the entire map, but you still have to have a rocket and penny standing or at the very least, the rocket standing near his personal web connected to Penny's web to help produce. Because if he's also further away pushing with his team, production might be slower. Yes, it'll produce, but I feel like they might disappear. Yeah, like they disappear over time, and there can only be a maximum of so many. So the further away he gets, maybe say the certain amount of these can only spawn 3, and I saw 4. Total that can be spawned at a time.
More bad
So,
guys. Just what we need.
The further you do get away in distance, per se, it'll get reduced time. 25, but like every like 5 right next to it, because that's 5 meters, so about right there, or say about 7 meters, so 7, 14, 21, and every tick down the spider drone you have placed on your web that is tagged and made by your beacon, the maximum number that can exist on your web connecting to Penny's, and even if it is on Penny's, decreases by 1. So it goes from 4 to 3 to 2 to 1. Even standing relatively near it, you'd still be at a massive penalty. And I'm just suggesting this because it would put Rocket's gameplay into a lot more... It would add a lot more variety to, rather than just heal botting the entire time. I want to actually be thinking, actually be engaging with the game. I want to actually be enjoying the game. And these are my thoughts on how I think it would be fun. But these are just my thoughts. And I'd love to hear yours if you think I have a good idea. Because like I said, that just decreases the number of things that can be. So, if one of my drones actually is traveling along Penny's webs while I despawn, you could also have the penalty of making it so that that blows up. And also, I will happily take a universal 45-second cooldown on my revives. I will happily take all of this if it just takes getting the one line of code, knowing if it can be within 50 meters.
Spider beacon in service.
I will take all that. If it just means start fixing his character. And I try to balance my ideas to make them fun gameplay that encourages you to...
More bad guys. Just what we need.
Huh. Sorry. Just noticing. So... They do exist. It places up to 4. So up to 4 these drones, up to 4 arachnomines, arachno drones. It's based in a quadrant system like that. away. So.
Yeah, more bad guys. Just what we need. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I would assume
Oh,
so.
someone scratch my back.
Your mines do stay, so if you place your penny web at the enemy spawn, well, I've had it before where I was walking out of spawn one time and I noticed that I got an assist because of, you know, mines. Just saying,
Nice working with you, kid.
This is everything I would have wanted to play the game. This is everything I would have wanted. Ever since Season 0, I wanted to be able to help extend Penny's mines. I wanted to help extend them with my beacons. But in order to fully utilize this team-up ability, you actually have to have A, a friend, and B, a friend who plays with Penny. Specifically, Lord. Pretty good. There may be a Penny bot that will compensate, because, you know, you may get bots in your lobby that'll try to help you out, but there are good Penny players, but then there are also, I'm a tank, Thor, etc. player that I'm just going to pity swap to Penny for 5 seconds, and then because we don't take points immediately, because like I said, you don't have revive. You can't extend.
Those guys are about to shoot at us.
So, they keep dying, and they pull up this. But you can look at all my matches. I'm trying to make it public, so you can look how much I play Rocket. I really try not to switch. Only recently I've been doing Mantis and Ultron to try to get Lord on them. But I don't play anyone else. So please support me if you like my content, if you think I should be a good game dev, or at the very least, I believe in the right to own games, in that what you pay for is what you own. So I honestly believe that you should own the right to this on PC, rights to mod, because I see if I try to mod this on my PS5, if I try to fix a problem, I'm targeted to be banned by Sony, because Microsoft, PlayStation, and Sony all have in their ELAs that they can break your system if you play with modified hardware. So me just trying to learn how to fix the game, which I am passionate about, would mean I would have to go out and buy another console. And I can't afford that. So I have to play by the rules, which I do. I'm just asking, I guess, my team lead here, Rivals, if you would take care of it because of the broken screen we have on screen, and I'm trying to drop down the appropriate amount of meat for 8 hours straight. And it's very stressful, and that's why I just can't do it anymore. I'm happy I could grind a Lord. I did that off screen just because I wanted to have something to prove that I know what I can be doing, and that I'm worth it to be actually watching. I wanted to put time and effort. I do want to kind of grind a Lord on Penny. I don't care about getting the Rocket Network team up with Penny when playing her though. I just want to be able to play her normally. But I also kind of want a nice skin for her, and I really love the blue one, but I promised myself I'd stop spending money on this game. And I am the Rockin' Rocket, so I enjoy pretty much everyone on the cast. Just Wanda and Namor exclusively piss me off for some reason. I like to think that my character is more than right-click simulator with occasional left-click. I'd like to think I play better than that. Don't get me wrong, it's a fire outfit. I'd much rather prefer to see this over anything else, because really Wanda only has the one special MVP. This MVP is just basically over her outfit. I can't even speak because I gotta do laundry and stuff, but the weeb I am is saying to pick her up. But I want to pick her up in a different way. One that is... I have enough to afford it. I do not. Best Psylocke outfit in my opinion. I had no problem with Psylocke's invisibility. I don't believe all the changes that the devs make are right. I'm just asking them to make the right ones where it counts for the overall health of that game. Because this character is designed to get kills, to get MVPs. You could say that about everyone on this roster. But for me, it's just particularly hard. Even though I've grinded a Lord, I thought I'd get a lot more than that. Am I only supposed to play him sometimes, but just have a Loki Lord and be a Loki main where I specialize in Rocket, that I know everybody else, but then just go back to him? Is that how I'm supposed to do it? Because I just want to play my boy. Because if I can just see my allies being outside of my range, then yes, he's like 1, maybe 2-star, because everyone will be targeting you and your revives, and he is very stressful to play. And your healings can only heal 3 at once, and 1 bouncy ball at a time for each of those, because each person can only be healed by 1 ball at a time, so spamming them does absolutely nothing. Yes, you can get burst heals if you aim correctly, but I am saying, again, 1 ball at a time. So there's no reason to dump your entire magazine all at once. And it heals 50 health per second for 2 seconds, so you space out over time. It's not that hard. I just want him to have more in-depth to his character and his revives, which he is known for. Because the game's been out for half a year now. The dust is finally settled. We kind of know how the characters what they're best known for, so why not make actual changes to their kit that reflect who they are and improve upon what they do. I want to be a better rocket. And even though Psylocke kind of tortured me in Season 0, I see them on my team now more than often. That's kind of why I run away from their ultimate. Even if I see it on my team, I'm slightly scared of it. But I respect. I respect all the female casts, except Wanda. And I hate saying that. I just wanted to be able to respect. But if she actually did practice in the dark arts, she would be taking health damage, and I'm pretty sure Psylocke would agree with me on that. You can debate me if you want, Rivals devs. But I want to hear from you. Do you think what I'm saying makes sense in terms of the game? Because I'd love my ultimates to affect Groot. It makes sense thematically. So many changes could be done that would overall improve the health of the game and help bring back the player base, because you've done a good job making the changes so that way the costumes actually resemble in the character menu, unlike they did when it launched. So it is, I see them, the developers, making efforts. Just I feel like no other character really has to try as hard as Rocket. Adam Warlock maybe, because his revives do come in clutch, but even his clutch revives can't revive a team of bots to save a team of full humans, so that may be why it's not always Adam's fault, because if he's the only one actually there, or if, as you saw, like 5v6, or even a full team of 5, and full team revive doesn't exactly guarantee a win. Black Panther's only good if you know how to play him. He has cooldown resets if you actually connect. She's only good if you can actually snipe. Yeah, she has the infinite ammo, which you took away from Rocket, so why does she also have it? He has infinite fist, don't care. It's infinite fist, I respect. He's Hulk, I respect. I love character. Can't complain. Steve Rogers, again, can't complain. Love character. Emote. Love the love that they gave the boy, even though I don't really play him. Love it. He gets infinite damage and she gets a certain amount of heals. It balances out. And they can neither headshot because they're auto-aim, and I respect that as a fellow strategist. Dr. Strange's portals are the best thing in all of gaming. Because it's basically, like you saw, the game of Portal, but in this game. I'm kinda good at Portal, but his portal placement is kinda iffy for me, and I want more time experimenting with it and actually testing it out and actually proficient with it in the training room before I actually go out and actually try to grind with him. Emma, you don't see her much anymore, but I don't know how there are people that lord her when the game wasn't even 24 hours old yet. I don't know how. It is statistically impossible, okay? For those of you that have, please go touch grass. Speaking of touching grass, right next to her, Groot. You have this special interaction with Emma and me, so. Yeah, I wish your team up was slightly better, because all I can see it is a Thor glorified rocket dash, and that Jeff belongs on your shoulders, because even though I heal 50, if I spam my balls right next to you, it doesn't do anything, because we can only be healed by one ball at a time for 2 seconds. So, if you could share your shields with a companion on your back, it would make the team up a lot better, because a lot of people, and even online, would say that it's the worst team up in the entire game, so clearly it, of all things, would need a rework. Just slightly, and it doesn't exactly make the game break, and you don't get the shields right away. You still have to have a good Groot, and you're asking your good Groot, can I borrow your shields? Because when they damage rocket shields and Groot shields, when the rocket leaves, the shields combine back together, but the health sum is, and so Groot has to rebuild those shields back up. That's what I'm saying. It encourages actually utilizing it at key moments, ability, and it just makes it an overall better team up, and actually allowing to see my ultimate effect. His Groot Walls isn't overpowered because you just nerfed it to make his Ironwood Walls 12 seconds, like I said earlier. So, my ultimate I win button is me placing it at the right place when the rest of my team, including a Groot, kind of set up. It's, yes, I win because the rest of my team is playing as a team. I digress. Groots are great. I just had a sad one want me to be on his back, but I just always feel disadvantageous whenever I do, so whenever I see, I always try to assist from the sidelines, even though I do sometimes, right? I just wish I rode on it more. I just don't know, I just feel uncomfortable on his shoulders, if that makes sense, and I shouldn't feel that way as a rocket main. I shouldn't feel like I shouldn't ride on Groot's back. Hawkeye, the one-tap wonder that gets the literal Luna Frost team up. That's literally a hack. Okay. I never really see Hawkeyes, never really have the problem. Yeah, I sometimes get stunned, but I thought it would be more impressive, but it's really not, even in quick play. Hella decent counters the flying meta. I prefer her over Wanda so much more. Torchy Boy got way too nerfed. Yeah, he was deadly when he first released, but honestly, revert some of the changes, not necessarily fully back, but I don't know, I just feel like he was a bit too much. Same with Iron Fist, because earlier he killed me earlier, I killed him earlier. It's a toss-up 50-50, and it should be determined by skill, not by how it feels. I don't have anything to say about Invisible Woman because she's kind of off my radar and she's perfect the way that she is. I mean, if the devs wanted to increase her assets in any way, I'm pretty sure the fandom wouldn't be opposed to that. I don't think the difficulty of 4 stars is placing your shields where it's outside the line of sight of your team so that you save them at crucial points, and knowing that everything in the game is based upon line of sight, so knowing when and where and how to place your shields. Yeah, I can see how that's understandably 4 stars, but you could argue that replacing Rocket's Beak and outside the range of combat, but still inside the range of revives and not being targeted because it can still be shot and destroyed while they're being revived, and I had to explain to someone what revive failed means because they've probably never experienced it before. Yeah, it's the same basic thing, it's just with your shields that you can really move around, kind of like Ultron. I'd argue that's slightly a bit easier. I get Invisible Women still do have a kind of a bit harder job time healing, but they also have gravity wells that specifically counter flyers, so they can bring flyers down to them, so they have a bit easier time meeting than me having to go from ground up to them, so there's also that to consider. Like I said, because when Ultron released, you got 2 assists for just standing in the lobby and doing absolutely nothing the entire game. So I guess all of my assists mean absolutely nothing because of your mere existence with Ultron. I'm a bit salty of Rocket Black. Not your fault. Don't hate on players. It's always annoying either fighting you or kind of having one on team. Jeff, love Jeff. Jeff is the best. Loki, never really play him, but I'm pretty sure I could do really good with him. I don't quick snipe like I should, but then again, I'm just waiting for the right skin to come out. You know what I mean? Because Marvel Rivals is gonna cook with that bikini one, you know. I might check that one out. I'm just saying, fit right next to where Black Panther's looking, because he's looking very, very onwardly stoic at right next to Black Widow right there. Anyway. I just thought I'd end my stream by my thoughts on every character. Luna, quite honestly, always been meta kind of, but I'm a Yu-Gi-Oh player. I play dinos, I play anti-meta, I play things that aren't the best to try to push them to be the best. I just don't want to play you because you're associated as being the top meta deck, and I don't want to play it, but I respect the power what you produce. I respect players, just not for me. Just cute costume. I thought I have a quick in my home screen, not that I really play you. Magic, that is pretty fire, though. Don't really play Magic. She was the bane of my existence Season 0. Can kind of deal with her now, but you never really see her. Magneto is someone I would most definitely side just because of his utility in kit. I am just trying to learn how to properly use his ultimate rather than just spamming it out at someone, trying to actually learn how to, like, properly place it like rockets, beacons, and his ultimates. I'm trying to do that the same. I'm basically playing rocket level as Magneto, so that's why I'm arguing that it's slightly harder with rocket, and if you did just make it so that the skill is kind of involved with rocket's placement as him as a character on field with his beacons, because it would add a bit more insight to his strategy, as he is. And like I said, I'll take a universal cooldown for that. I really want the bundle for this so I can have the MVP. I grew up on from the Uncanny X-Men. I guess not, but I thought he was the one in the X-Men from like the 2000s film, or at least that adaptation of him. I love him. Mantis trying to lure her. It's fantastic, fun overall. Just don't really care to play him because he's a bit too easy in my opinion. Also, there's a bit of a bug. As you can see with the identity overhaul, you go to cosmetics, as you can see, it doesn't accurately portray the costume change. Or it does? Earlier it didn't. That was weird. Like, it does when you do that, but it's also... weird. I'm just saying it doesn't quite match, but I guess that makes sense for what it is. Moon Knight, the bane of my existence, kind of like Wanda, but can kind of respect, but still see as like no skill. You have all the damage of the world with your onks, like with good skill placement. I get that. You know how I feel about all of these. Spideys, always respect the Spidey, even if they're not good. I still try to help them out if I can, but I have to try to make sure I have the rest of my team. Squirrel Girls, could you learn how to aim? Like, you see how many kills I get, you see how tight I have to aim? Imagine if I did pick you up. Imagine how deadly I would be actually aiming. Give me a good Squirrel skin and I just might. Star-Lord. I respect the heck out of him because of the way his kit is. He has a bit of everything I'd want, and he's like the perfect deck recipe of everything I would want. Like, to have utility to escape in any way, to have the be able to push, the damage, to be able to... if I'm gonna play him, I might as well go play Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm like, if I platinum that game, then I'll try to pick up Star-Lord. Storm, I always respected her, even in Season 0. I always thought she was a solid character and that she just needed buffs, and I'm glad that she did get buffs. Jeff NATO is the thing of my nightmares, but you know, the thing of my nightmares, because I don't even know if I can out-heal that now. Punisher, I swear. I can never tell if you lords are serious or not, because either A, you got there because you got there off of my team-up ability in Season 0. B, you're using hacks to auto-aim. Or you're just skilled, but like I said, it's either one of those two things, because having infinite ammo probably helped you grind a whole bunch, because let's just take out the requirements you have. Like I said, I've seen better Punishers, but it's just like, I respect him, I guess, but it's like, give him a good costume. I don't like... I mean, yeah, that one's alright. Default one's mid. That one's also mid. I know, hot take. Where's my rocket? Japanese skin that I know you're gonna cook? Daredevil, yes, his actual face. That one's pretty peak, I guess. I like seeing it on map, but I mean, it's just because I don't really particularly like Punisher overall, so it's just the most pleasing to me. And then I have never seen anyone use this at all. Like, at all. The thing. I wonder. Wait, what does that change? It just makes him all black. Does it make his belt? Okay, so it does change his belt as well. Solid design. I don't care for the Future Foundation stuff. It's overpriced, honestly. Like, you're paying for the skin. The skin has the exact same NVP. I forgot this one existed. Okay. What was your mode again? Oh, very funny. Like I was saying, the thing. I'd be able to react to your stuff a lot faster than I do with my jetpack, but your mobility, that is something to play around, but I can still unload bullets. Thor, I guess I respect you, even though I feel like you do too much damage to squishies like me, and it's way too easy to kill people like me. But I guess you got nerfs. Ultron, you should have massive fall off range, and for having unlimited range but fall off damage, and you should not be putting out that much damage in your ultimate. Venom, always solid. Just the community for Venom, really, that is. I do like the skin that I want to get with my costume coin, but I try to buy in this game when I can. I just don't really think I'll look forward to playing you. I don't like the Lord icon. I don't really particularly feel enamored to grind for it. Winter Soldier, you were a toxic in Season 0, and your ult was way nerfed like it should have been. So that's good. Even when I threw out my infinite ammo, I feel like you never really stayed in it. But then again, I guess you didn't really need it because you always refilling clips, so it's just like a free refill to you. And lastly, Wolverine. What can I say? He's a solid character. He's perfectly how I would handle a character like that, and being able to damage someone based on their maximum health means even if I ult and get 400 health, Wolverine is going to still be damage scaling and they'll still be damaging to me as a 400 health character rather than as a 250 health character, but I still heal health per second still. He would have a harder time killing me just as a squishy because he's not going to be doing as much damage, but the more health I get, the more damage he gets, so. Just saying, I would love to play Wolverine. There is a lot of skill involved into actually making his ultimate work and his entire kit. Okay. So chat, hear me out. Season 1 pass when it comes out at some point, and I grind a lord with it. With this costume. Because I see how fire it is now, I just didn't appreciate it back in Season 1. And until it's fixed, to go to make my soul happy. Because this game at one point did in its honeymoon phase when I thought everything was awesome, but then that quickly wore off. And I see the problem with the games, I just want to be someone to try to help fix it. Someone that the dev could possibly listen to actually make sensible changes based upon what I say. That would help the overall health of the community, but I don't really have a player base, but this is just what I have to say about the game. Let me know if you want to see more Marvel Rivals content. I'll try to stop talking so much about my thoughts. So it's bugged me for... Well... I mean, I just grinded for 40 hours to get Lord, so I didn't notice the non-beacon notification like I did on PC until like the very end of it, but the more I play Rocket, the more it irks me and the more I do notice it. Because there is a great deal of actual set placement of having your beacon be in the right spot. Just keep in mind, like I said, one person said revive failed, and that was the first time I had played in 30 hours and like almost gotten Lord with him. His final ability, or his final thing, is to revive allies. That's not just pressing R1. Technically. You get what I mean. It is pressing R1, but you have to specifically wait till they die. Then make sure that you stay alive long enough for your beacon to revive them. Die to do it all over again. You could even say that the closer you are to your beacon, the slower that your ally revives, but the quicker it responds to you, and the quicker it generates armor packs and whatnot as a trade-off. So you could place your beacon far out, or you could go push with your team and put yourself in jeopardy, but you're pushing yourself, creating distance point. To put yourself in a risk-reward situation. I just wanted to actively reflect a character that actively takes brains into use, because that is what he is. He is a smart little raccoon, and he should be rewarded with that gameplay, and he shouldn't just be a 1-star difficulty, in my opinion. That should not be who he is. Should not just be a heal bot that just does DPS. Because revives are his most essential kit. Actual players to come to your game, not with pretty skins. I only put in the time because I actually wanted to. But now that I've done it, now that I've actually become Lord, and I've gotten what I wanted to on PC, I question if it's worth it. Because I don't want any other Rocket player to have to grind this particularly hard with the BRBs to get the Lourdes where I'm at. I want it to be able to make convenience for everybody. That is what I'm asking for. I grinded the Lord during the strategist strike. I don't want to go on a rocket revive strike, is all I'm saying. I don't want to actively hurt my team just to have my voice heard. Because people are expecting me to perform like this, and not to behave like this. If you could add a bit more Lord icons at the where you expend the cost of your actual thing, but you pay with the currency of Lord stuff to make it worth. Because what does this even mean? Is it like a ranking system, I guess? But even if it is a ranking system, additional avatars would be nice for that. But you have to spend your proficiency to unlock them. I don't know. That doesn't matter. What does matter is this. You should not have to be a Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist to be able to resolve your revives. You should not ask that of 5 and 7-year-olds who just want to play the game. You should not ask that of 27-year-olds who go to work for 8 hours a day, flipping burgers, and that have to come home and basically do that without an actual screen telling them the orders, because at that point I get more joy out of going to my 9-to-5 job than I do playing this game. But at the same time, I still try to enjoy it as much as possible. It's just I've gotten to where I want to know if my words mean a damn or any of you, so please let me know. I'll try to keep censoring my rival censorship, because YouTube can't actually ban me saying the word flark, because that is the way Rocket Raccoon himself would be censoring in Marvel Rivals. So if they wanted to do that, then every time Marvel Rivals censors with that word, and even in the own Marvel Rivals video game, when that is brought up in a conversation, that should be automatically, you see what I'm saying, it's absurd. So I'm actively going out of myself to say that I am kind of pissed, but I'm actually trying to be family friendly with little raccoon. That's kind of, yeah, I get emotional trauma and emotional damage. I sympathize with that. That's why I play him. It's because I want to be able to heal, but I know my balls don't do anything. It can't heal anything. But it can make your numbers a tad bit higher, and that seems to be make people happy, so I'm just asking for changes to make me happy. Not for me, but for everybody. And I know that my voice doesn't mean much, but if I could build an audience, that's great. I just want an audience that cares about me. I don't want to push myself out to millions of people that don't care. I want people to promote that actually care about what I say. So if you do care about this stream, then I guess do promote it. I not talk a lot, but I'll try to stop doing that so much. Soul Calibur content come possibly. I do constantly, or sometimes occasionally, think about that as well video, and is for set placements, and why I enjoy Rocket is for set placement with my beacons and being rewarded with good revives. If I don't have a positive feedback loop, then it disencourages me from playing this game and going on and playing something else, and I know that's what Rivals doesn't want, so that's what I'm saying is that Rivals, you've noticed a decrease in your player base, so actually maybe fix a little bit of things and you might get a few more people. Because as much as I want anyone else to be Rocket, I could trust their revives, but as I saw earlier, he kind of placed in the middle of the battlefield. The pillar was destroyed, the beacon was exposed. That's why I moved mine in the corner, where the enemy would have to severely push on the inside of that little room in order to actually get a chance of destroying it with like a couple of teammates around, so that in that hallway they're not going to really have a chance, but it's well hidden just in case one of them does die on the front line. They're right there. I'm saying it's about good placement, and that is part of his overall. So I'm saying he's more than just 1 star in my opinion. Unless you're equating me to Wanda, and if they give anything her higher than a 1 star, yeah, you're saying I'm equivalent to her for holding down right click. But it's how it feels as someone who mains Rocket. That it feels like I am just as skilled as the average Wanda player, right? I am curious about Namor, though. They gave him 2 stars. Right, 1 star for each of his infinite bullshit shenanigans. You have infinite damage and you have infinite ammo. Wow, 2 whole stars. Also, hot take, all of your costumes are absolute trash. Base costume trash, Black Panther Wakanda forever. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman, but you are not Chadwick Boseman. So, I hated you in that movie, and I hate your skin in this one, and I hate your envies specifically. Yeah, I hate that costume the most, I do believe. X-Men, don't know why you joined them. You are a terrible mutant that wants to hit on all of the chicks, so I imagine when Jean Grey and all of the sexy ladies come out that you are going to continue to hit on all of them, despite all of them being married, my good sir, so, please get out of this game. Okay. I didn't even know this one existed. Oh wow, you're jumping at me ferociously with that trident that you're using a melee attack on when you should be throwing, because that's inaccurate to your character. Oh wow. Oh my god, he's swimming so dramatically, so fast, and oh, what's this? He calls it into, again, melee attack, and not even throw it like his character. Yeah, you can throw shade at my character. Okay, you can throw shade all you want because I don't have grenades. That is still the best MVP in the game. Skill to give it. It takes more than just holding down right click and spamming out a whole bunch of squids that you get powered up just by having a Hulk on your team. Even if you have a Penny, doesn't mean you'll be able to utilize her abilities, because that also takes you being able to revive. So make every actually legitimately critical headshot, KO, kill, take off of your revive time when you actively participate and actively killing with your team and actually assisting with your team. Not heals, but actually getting kills that are critically headshots and that are actually KO to you, that you get the KO notification and it takes 1 second off of your revive time. I brought up the similar argument with someone online, but they're like, no, DPS. Then what is Ultron with his buffs? The opponent, because it does more damage and more value, and it's what I'm supposed to be doing. And it's disincentivized me from playing the strategist role. That's why I'm reminding myself to drone my supports over my tanks and my DPS. Because I play like a strategist should. Even though no one really looks at your backline, I feel like. Even though it feels like you get isolated from your team. The only other people I really ever see looking out for strategists are other fellow strategists. And it's sad. It's supposed to be a team cooperative game. But the only way you can get that is if you have 5 other friends, and that's the only way you can really win the silly little competition. Is if you can actively go up against bots with your friends that you have in real life. It's a fun game to have with friends, like a fighting game. I guess that's why I go back to them. But even then, going back to Guilty Gear, teams of 3, a 3v3, going to Tolkien when it comes out, teams of 4, 4v4. I'd still get more cooperation in those games than I would in this 6v6 team. The team-based hero shooter, as PlayStation likes to proudly pronounce on its title screen. But is it really? That's all I have to say, is you can put out all the fancy, good skins you want. But you know what, Marvel Rivals? There's a reason I spent $70 on a chroma skin in Warframe. Because I was actually genuinely passionate for it. You could never make a skin, even if it was Rocket, that would have that level of passion that would allow me to pay that much. You want $18 for this. But I'm $17 short, so instead of being able to buy $17, I'm supposed to spend $20 and get $21.80. Which is more than what I need. And even then I don't even want this, I'm just using it as an example. I'd literally want this bundle more than I'd want anything of Namor. I'm not gonna lie, the skin is pretty fire though. It's just why I don't really play this game though that much. But anyway, I'll hop off. I know I didn't play all that much, but I hope me explaining my thoughts about all the characters helps you to understand who I am as a content creator and my thoughts and opinions and my stances on video games in general and how I care about the actual passion of games. Because I grew up in the early 2000s. the original Transformers game on PS2. That was what I take inspiration from, and I want quality of games to have something like that. And how is it that this game made in 2025 still pales in comparison to a game made 20 years ago? That a game even technically smaller has more in it and more fun aspect to it than all of this game's parts. You can look as pretty as you want to, but actually looking pretty doesn't mean anything if there isn't actual gameplay to back it up. Not saying that there isn't, but I'm just saying, take Jeff the Landshark right. Healing per second. That can also do damage per second. Now, in the Transformers game, imagine this little guy combined with Luna's tracking, where it's always targeting the enemy constantly in a beam that sprays out of his mouth, and it's your gun. Now, how much fun would you be having playing that over this? That's what I'm worried about with games. That they say you don't own it, you have to shut up, you have to take whatever we develop, you can't say no. I said that wrong, but you... That irritates me most about games. That I saw a YouTuber that did put a Breath of the Wild multiplayer mod that specifically did not use the original source code, and someone did it. Nintendo went after the creator, went after his video, went after the people that made the mod. You know, I own Rancher, and the reason I don't mods can help fix the problems of games. I found a problem with Rocket, I would love to mod it. It's illegal for me to do so, I know I'm repeating myself, but it's important to state that the state of video games and the industry as a whole is in dire jeopardy, and only Jeff's little cute fuzzy face could possibly get through to all the hearts of every gamer, so, also, hey, Rivals developers, if you want to make a boat ton of money, a whole bunch of more money, by the way, I mean, you may not listen to my ideas about, you know, fixing the game and making it better, but hey, an idea that makes you a whole bunch more money, because I know that's what you care about, it's just, there's this skin, there's a little box that's missing right here for the default color, so that he has a gray color skin over his cute little rubber ducky onesie. And cute little booties. Okay, that is what it is missing. You still have to buy the skin. You'd have to pay extra for the extra default skin over it. People pay extra because that's what they want. And you could have the option to gift. And people would pay the option to gift to people. You know what I mean? You'd incentivize putting something like that over my one line of code for my character. That's why I choose to play, is because I play dinos. We're anti-meta. We picked this character that has, well, you might have 50%. The way he plays is kind of how I play in Yu-Gi-Oh! That's what I enjoy about him. I have all of the emotes equipped, and his Hydro one does not work on something with fire, but this one does. No, it does. Well, it kinda does. it makes a lot more sense canonically, and it looks a lot more beautiful. I just need my awesome dance. So, feel free to let me know your comments if you think my takes are kind of trash, or if you would like to also see them in game, or if you of how the tide of everything is. But Wukong is just so I don't play it, but I've been streaming for 4 hours and talking for probably 2 hours of that. My controller is dying. I know I didn't mean to talk so much, but it's just the way I am and the way my ADHD mind is, and if I was happy round after round, if I could just enjoy this game. That's why I'm begging the developers to just let me have a bit of fun. I'll see ya.